Welcome to 103.5 WCCH. We're here with Fix It or Leave It with Eugene featuring Mel, the show where we look at problems like mechanics and decide if they're worth repairing. Every week, listeners drop their real situations into the toolbox. Relationships, money, friendship, habits, decisions, we give the verdict. Some things you fix, some things you leave. And some things, well, should have been rebuilt years ago. We're not therapists. We're not gurus. We're just honest about damage when we see it. I'm Eugene. That's Mel.
What up, guys?
Today, we're opening the toolbox. But first, let's start with, hi, Mel. What's going on in the world today?
You know what? Trying to get my act together. Barely floating by, but we're here.
Nice. What's going on? Anything important? What did we do last week?
So last week we had the old Super Bowl, right?
Yes, that was so disappointing.
That was the most boring thing I think I ever did see. So, you know what? It was so boring, we switched over to Olympics, and curling was on.
You guys watched curling?
No, I was like, switch it back to that Super Bowl game, even though it was darn boring.
Yeah, it was awful. I only spent the $2, so I didn't get my $200 bet, unfortunately, but, you know.
Yeah, my lacrosse squares didn't do too great, but...
No, you didn't win anything either?
No. Just a whole...
At least the weather is finally getting a little better.
Yeah, 40 next week.
Also, a shout out to everyone. We are on YouTube. We are looking for 50 subscribers, so just look us up on YouTube at Fix It or Leave It. That way we can get live next week or soon. Hopefully soon, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to get to these first questions, Mel?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. We got Sophie from South Hadley. She says her mom vents to her about her marriage, her personal problems, like she's the therapist. Every phone call turns into emotional dumping, and she feels drained when she hangs up. She loves her, but she feels responsible for fixing the things that aren't her. She's wondering if she should set some boundaries, or is this just part of being a supportive daughter?
Ooh. It sounds a little bit like mom doesn't have friends. So I think this might need to be...
Mom doesn't have friends?
Yeah, I think this needs to be a very intentional
Mom definitely
approach.
does not have friends. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because it looks like the mom doesn't have boundaries. She's overstepping that relationship, and perhaps Sophie needs to take a little bit of time to figure out how to navigate mom. Does mom have a friend that she could kind of steer her towards in a way that doesn't dismiss her?
Mom needs the friend group.
Yeah, mom needs a friend group.
Where can mom find a friend group?
I think she should go to the gym.
100%, right?
Right?
That's no brainer.
Yeah, I mean, so if mom doesn't have a friend group and she's seeking out her daughter, it gets a little uncomfortable. So I think Sophie A can maybe steer her in the direction of finding a more appropriate place and let her know that, you know, maybe some of these things that she's bringing to her attention actually affect her in a way. You know, she has to kind of voice that in a positive way so that mom has at least a soundboard in something.
Now, Sophie has to set some boundaries. How do you think she should do that? So, right, we're saying, so it's fix it. You know, we're not going to leave this situation as is. It sounds like it's fixable, which is great. But how does she set those boundaries?
I think the next time her mom gives her that call, she's going to have to answer the phone. First off, probably the hardest part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hear her out a little bit, and then she can say, you know, mom, I think it would be great for you to bounce this idea off multiple people. How about joining that club or hitting up the senior center? And that way it kind of is spun like multiple people's opinions matter. And then hopefully she can kind of back step out of it a little bit. You think?
Yeah, I don't know how she fixed it. That's why I was curious how she does set those boundaries. I mean, it's so easy to set boundaries one day and abandon them the next.
It is.
So you have to be consistent.
Yeah, and I would hone in on other people's opinion. people your age. And then it should kind of hit her that. Wait,
Who, Sophie should be finding people her age, or her mom?
Her
or all of the
mom.
above? Everyone should just find their age group and stick with it.
Well, her mom.
Yes.
Because if you're asking your peers' opinion, I think that makes a little more sense. And so I think that that's the route that Sophie needs to go down is, Mom, let's get your peers weighing in on this. I.e., get your butt to the gym and find those friends. It might take time, right? Setting the boundaries does take time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's going to have to... So almost like block at first. Like block those phone calls. Don't answer them every time she calls. Like that's the little bit of little wins along the way.
So
right?
look, I'm going to tell you that
after 6 o'clock, no phone calls. What? Sorry.
My father will call at all hours. He does not care. And if I don't answer that phone, he's going to call me twice, 3 times.
Oh no, doesn't stop.
And then I'll answer and I'll go, you just blew me up, right? He doesn't care. So some people you can't be subtle. You got to go balls to the wall.
It sounds like this mom needs the full block because she's talking about her marriage and all the personal problems with her daughter. Do you think your dad would talk to you about his marital
all day?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Does that feel healthy to you?
Not at all.
Okay.
But if it's not me, it's one of my poor sisters. So one of us.
So
has
you're
to
just taking it. You're diving on the bomb.
Always, unless I don't answer 3
grenade.
times. Right, the 3 calls and then it's Nicole. Yeah, I had to answer the phone.
Oh, nice. So sometimes you do pass it on. You can't always be present. See, just
True.
like boundaries.
True.
See, so you sounds like you do have boundaries set.
I do, but at some point too, I don't know Sophie's situation. Does she have multiple siblings? Maybe she's, her only child, and
I don't think she has multiple. It seems like she's the go-to for everything.
yeah. So I think Sophie needs to steer her mom in a different direction. Yes. I think Sophie needs to kind of make sure that her mom is aware. Wait, my daughter is asking that I have other opinions, and maybe I need to get a place where there are those opinions. And then you know what? If that's step 1, step 2 doesn't work, she's gonna have to call her mom out and say, "Mom, I can't be your sounding board every time. I'm busy. I love you. It's a little bit healthier and better for you if you have some of your own friends to bounce these ideas off of."
Absolutely. She's got to get more perspective. Both of them do. So I think we're going to finish with the fix it, and both of them need to find their friend groups, ideally at the gym where people are healthy, both like mind and physically. So they're going to, I wouldn't suggest going to the pub or anything to find these friends, would you?
Yeah, probably not.
No, probably not.
I mean, that's not where you would go to find necessarily a
sound
great friend.
decision making.
Nah, you're not going to go there to find your next woman either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think Sophie or the mom wants to find the ladies at the bar. I was just thinking about just somewhere to vent.
Yeah, why not volunteer somewhere?
Ooh, volunteering. That's such a great approach, too. Yep. So we got 2 healthy outlets and 1 not so
That's
healthy.
like the third, right? Like the third tier.
Yeah, if you're really struggling, you got to go somewhere. Don't call your daughter.
That's
and
true.
Sophie, don't just put a block on, I guess. Okay, we ready for the next one? We got Maya in Holyoke. She says her partner never apologized. They explain why they did something but never say sorry. She ends up feeling like she's admitting fault and it's building resentment. Does she keep pushing for accountability or just accept this is how the relationship is?
So she's not apologizing?
No, her partner isn't.
Oh, her partner's
She
not.
eventually
Okay.
apologizes for mistakes she's not even making, as it sounds like. So,
Wow. So it sounds like this is another one of those onions where there's multiple layers of things going on here. It sounds also like somebody, i.e. her partner, is not open to communication. Because if you're in a good place where you're open, you're going to take that feedback and at least maybe the first time this person hasn't apologized, they should know come the second time that this has been an issue and maybe have improved on themselves. So what's going on for communication between these two?
none.
Is she hammering it? That's, you ever hear women called badgers?
Nagging.
Naggy?
Mm-hmm.
Because men shut down for that, don't they?
100%.
So how would you say if she, let's just say she is naggy, what would you do if you were the man in this situation?
Well, it's hard because it doesn't sound like she's being naggy. Like right off the bat, she's looking for an apology for something though. What is the fault? Is the fault I guess we gotta. If I knew what the apologies were for, like, is he apologizing for not doing the dishes and not bringing out the trash, or maybe he leaves his shoes, or is he apologizing for going MIA for 3 hours and coming home drunk, like,
Right.
or some nonsense,
Got
straight
you.
nonsense, like.
Because sometimes the apology isn't as important as the actual change.
No, you gotta
itself.
understand where's the root.
Right. So maybe he is going out and he's having a good time and she's mad and they have a discussion. So maybe he doesn't apologize, but has his behavior changed? Because that's almost more important to me than the verbal, I'm sorry.
So you would tell her to fix this, right? Not leave it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot that could be done to fix this. It's just where do you
It's
start?
definitely fixable.
100%.
100%.
And like I said, when is she approaching this person? Sometimes I've noticed that I'm ready to go, like guns blazing, and my spouse is like,
Tired, sleepy.
he's like chill. He doesn't want to go head to head with me, and I feel like sometimes I want a little bit of that.
Now, is that healthy? How often is that like a healthy thing to like have that? How would you describe that? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm just thinking timing is everything. So if she's approaching this person and wants an apology, maybe they're not in that space where they can give the apology, or they even want to feel out the situation to begin with. So maybe taking a step back and finding out a time to discuss, first off, what would make sense timing wise. Second of all, is the behavior changing? And do you need a verbal apology? And she needs to communicate that. Like Eugene, I need you to acknowledge that you did something wrong and apologize. That's more important to me than you just sitting there in silence.
Absolutely, because that's the worst when you just get ignored.
Right.
When you put all of your hard like emotional well-being out there, and they're just like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Right.
That's the worst.
Right. Because oftentimes you wonder, are you being heard if someone doesn't respond?
So Maya should gauge when she is approaching the situation, right? Like, so try to approach it when they know that there's like less stress.
Yeah. No walls. Right.
No, yep. Like, so if he's a morning person, probably hit him up in the morning.
Totally.
Yep. Not like 4 or 5 o'clock after like a long day at work or whatever.
That
or
is
8 or
yes.
I'm off the clock at like 7 o'clock. Like,
Great point.
I don't do much for. It's got to be an emergency.
Great point. I think people get worn down, and then at the end of the day, that's the last thing they want to do is
you
argue.
get requests, or personally, I get requests from the moment I wake up. Almost, it feels like if I hadn't finished the ones from the night before. So those are waiting, and then you just get those ones that come in naturally. So I know personally by like, I say 7, but it's like earlier than that. I'm really not invested in answering the phone or anything that takes me thinking or trying to be like coherent and understanding. I'm like, nah, I'm good, goodbye.
I actually really, I think you have a lot of valuable things to say in that comment, because there is a lot of data on, high cortisol before bed. And I think that affects your night, and, more than just the timing on approach, it has a domino effect. So I think you're absolutely right. Timing is very key.
We also need Maya to pay attention to what she's asking these apologies for. Are they big, or are they consecutive little ones? Like, that's too much. Maybe pick and choose these battles too, if you want to get the response you're looking for.
Yep. Great.
Nice. All right, Maya. Now we're on to Kiss in Agawam. Oop, this one rings. She says she avoids her landlord like a sport. Her landlord is actually nice, but she avoids them because she doesn't want to deal with repairs, awkward conversation, and now she says the small problems is stacked up in her apartment, and she's living around them instead of fixing them.
Wow. So she's the landlord? Or
No, she's the tenant.
Oh, wow.
She's
okay.
avoiding her landlord, and her landlord's great, but she just doesn't feel like talking to him.
Yeah. Okay. Text him.
Yes.
Oh, get behind a computer.
There you go. Get a mask.
Yeah. So is she embarrassed, we think, about the things going on? Like she's going to be held accountable? Fiscally?
Well, it sounds like she's young, right? So she's maybe dealing with like that social anxiety that goes with these younger people. Your daughter's young, right?
Yeah.
I have also younger children, and sometimes they just don't want to communicate at all.
Yeah,
like
right.
they just shut down.
Self-advocating is something that I'm a big fan of for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that this younger generation needs to work a little more on self-advocating and putting themselves out there. I do see that they're very comfortable on the phone, though. You know, they are on all the social media platforms. So I'm wondering if this person that's the landlord is older and maybe...
Oh, 100%. I'm thinking, just by the way she's talking, he's an older man. Likes to chit chat, hangs out more than he should.
Oh,
you know,
no,
suddenly
not like Epstein.
He's like, oh, that trash barrel isn't where it's supposed to be. I better go over there and put it 2 feet to the left or whatever. You know, and she's like, this guy is nice. He's doing the right things. But Matt, he's just there. Maybe he's just there too much.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like you go out to your car real quick and he's just there moving
Like the
your
chatter?
trash. Yeah, like moving trash cans around or whatever. And you're like, bro, I just saw you yesterday.
Okay,
Like that
so
neighbor last week.
yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Oh,
So I got
yes.
an idea. So how about she slips this guy an old school letter,
Ooh,
right,
love
with
that.
a bulleted list of the fixable things.
handwritten.
Yes.
Don't write it up in your Google Docs.
Yes. And she could propose a couple of windows in time that she's available because she has other commitments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if she's allowing him Wednesday, I have an hour between 12 and 1. Make sure you have a friend over. And that way it kind of forces this person to select a period of time in which they have to be in and out.
I love the buddy system.
Yeah.
That you
always for
mentioned. Like,
safety.
I didn't even think of that. Like, that's the solution if you're having that anxiety, you know, and you want to get these repairs done. Reach out and then set up a day where you have a friend.
Yes. And it gives a window of time. And so that way...
You can prepare emotionally.
Yeah. And then she has an excuse.
And then you got your friend there.
Yeah.
You got a witness.
That's right. Why do
It's
you think...
because you've been watching that Epstein files, huh?
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like
girls.
I watched the first episode and I was like,
Oh, you
yeah,
did?
no, there's some stuff there.
There's a lot of questionable things.
It's crazy how he ended up having like a Ponzi system of girl, like one girl.
Network.
How the recruiting process
Oh.
was like mind blowing.
Networking. And they're friends.
Yeah, like you're
setting your friends up.
you're not even friends at the point. You're just feeling bad that you got hooked, so you want to hook someone else, right?
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like this wild networking thing. It was $200 for coming in, and
It's
then
amazing
$200 for a referral.
You're like, oh, hey, your friend. Like, if you don't want to do this, get a friend. Like, you're
Get a
like,
friend.
you're like, okay, and I make money, okay. Like, I get its appeal from the point of view, but it's mind blowing how long it seems to last.
And can I just ask, how much is $200 worth now?
$2,000 maybe?
Because I asked my daughter,
1,000? I don't know.
my 14-year-old child, if you were in this situation...
200 is not even they wouldn't
no,
even
no,
believe-
that's what I'm
no,
saying,
no,
right?
yeah.
So
1,000,
I
huh?
asked my 14-year-old, hey, if you were brought to this millionaire's house and asked to give this guy
Million.
a massage
Okay, now the prices are going up.
and offered $200, would you do it? You know, and I'm waiting to see this like ethical answer. She's like, I'd have to at least get $1,000. And I was like, oh no.
Yep. If she's putting a number on it, it's sold. It's already sold.
Oh, when she was little, I used to put her in these hypothetical situations
Mm-hmm.
where people would ask for little kids to check out their puppies or get candy.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
And so I would quiz her randomly. Like
What'd you
I'd
say? No, you run away.
Yeah, and I would quiz her, right? So there's one day I set up this whole hypothetical situation. She goes, "But Mom, is the car pink?" And I
Is
was
it
like,
a Barbie car?
"We're gonna have to."
Is it a
revisit
Mary
this."
Kay pink Cadillac?
Mary Kay. I was like, "We're gonna have to revisit this when you're 5."
Yeah, you definitely got to stay away from the bait cars, right?
Right. I don't care if they're pink, Abigail. No go.
Back to Kiss. And so Kiss, we're going to say that this is definitely fixable. Obviously, you just got to call in the recruits and then get maybe even just like it sounds like the old man might not even be a texter. So even just leave that letter in the mailbox or wherever,
Yeah.
however the communication go, however you pay your rent, I assume.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
in
then
a
set it
window.
up for the next month.
In a window of time.
That's easy.
kind of like going back to the boundaries in the other discussion we just had.
Absolutely.
Times.
Absolutely. All right, now time for our first PSA. We got the Valentine karaoke and card making event for Samp Club. That's going to be tomorrow from 2 to 4 at the Kittredge Center, room 301, so third floor. 301. It's a drop in or join in. Yeah, so just drop in and make some cards, and I guess they're gonna sing karaoke while you're making cards.
That's
that
a
sounds
wild combo.
fun, right? Like I wouldn't normally put those together, but that sounds like something I would definitely want to see.
Would that be like me singing to you while you make me a card based
Right?
on my singing?
You're like when you're not karaokeing, you just go to the table and go ahead and make your card.
I love it.
That's fun.
I love it.
That's super fun. So hopefully we see a few of you out tomorrow from 2 to 4 at the Kittredge Center, room 301. All right, now we're ready for our next...
So that's one day before Valentine's Day, tomorrow.
Yeah, my birthday's Friday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, wait, my birthday's Sunday.
Yeah, the 15th.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't even know. It's coming up fast. I'm excited.
But, like, there should be a little PSA for all y'all lovers to go get stuff for your other lover, right?
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't... yeah. Mm-hmm.
Show the love.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of
What?
weird vibes sometimes. Like, one thing I did notice today when I was waiting for you is that, like, hairstyles, like, are, in particular, it's, like, big. If you have big hair, you're, like, a certain style. I don't know. I probably shouldn't go into this. Anyways.
Like females?
Yes, in particular. It's, like, their vibe, if their hair's out.
Stronger?
Is just, like, no, if their hair's up, I feel like they're a stronger vibe. Like, if there's any tie or anything, it's more of a like stronger. Yes.
Oh, like a confident vibe.
And then like the feminine vibe, the ladies have their more hair out, and it's just like free flowing. I wonder if that's like a little bit of like their souls are untangled, and then some are like bound, so they're like it's like a subliminal thing.
It could be.
It could be because I had like 20 minutes to wait. I was just zoning out, and I was just people watching, which is a fun thing to do for me.
Oh, it's
I
amazing.
love it.
Go to Disney.
Oh, I did it at the Big E this year.
Oh, the Big E.
I literally went
It's
and
ridiculous.
got a pizza cookie that was 8-inch. It was delicious, and just sat there by myself and watched people pass while I ate this giant cookie one day.
Did you feel good about yourself?
No.
Come on.
Well, I felt good. That cookie was so good.
Well,
Like,
in
I
regards
still
to
dream about
people
it.
watching,
Yeah, no, it was fine.
you know, like sometimes.
Well, know what I was sitting next to the psychic booth. So I was watching like the hand palm readings and stuff go on, and
That's cool.
it was interesting to see the vibe, like I was saying. So you know the hair thing, it's like there's certain vibes you can see just gravitate to certain things. You know, it's interesting how that works out. So yeah, it was definitely seeing like you could see I could almost call it out before. After 20 minutes, I'm like, yep, that person's coming over. Yep, that person's walking by. Yep, they're going to be here for a half hour. You know, like, oh,
Right.
they're going to get their partner is not going to be interested.
You profiled them.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I think that's
the
a very
fun part.
Yeah, I think that's a very
Are you right or are you wrong?
realistic thing.
Now you got to wait and see if you're right or wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
You're like, are they going to be here for a while? Is she going to get him to do? So the best part is when clearly the girl wants to do it, and the dude, he's like, he's trying to walk away. She's like, no, come on. Oh, I'm just going to do it quick. You can literally almost see the conversation happening. I'm not listening, but you just know that's the vibe. And then she'll go over, he'll start walking away or something, but he ain't going to leave his girl behind.
Did you see any men trying to draw their female partners in?
No. The males
That's
basically
fascinating.
got roped in. Like, I didn't see one that just was like, oh, I'm going to go over and get my psychic reading right now.
I wonder if the same thing was going on with the characters, too. I wonder if you ever see the character booth that they have at the Big E?
Oh, character?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
so
almost
fun.
wondering, too, if the female
You got to have a good ego to have that.
is the one that leads them in.
Healthy.
Yeah, well, now you could just do it in AI. That's like the big thing they have right now.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not on the AI. I'm not doing any, like, social media stuff, so I'm not taking advantage of all those fun apps right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's funny to do and send to your family.
Exactly. It looks fun.
But then I'm like, edit.
But then I take 2 hours of my life doing this edit,
does.
and I'm like, whoa, I got more shit to do.
It
And
does.
then I'm tired because I've just wasted 2 hours.
Well, I'm like,
not
that's
doing
not
anything.
right. My boobs need to be bigger. Edit this.
My hair's not the right color.
What are you looking at, AI?
What
They're
shirt
way
is
bigger.
this?
It should be way bigger.
I would never wear this shirt.
Right.
All right, we're going to get back. We got Kevin in South Hadley. Oh, this one's kind of funny. He says his dog listens to his wife, kids more than him. Does he accept defeat?
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
How are you going to rate? How old the dog? The dog must be older.
At least he's alpha over the dog. He's got something.
No, he doesn't. He said the dog listens to the wife and kids more than him.
Oh,
So nobody's listening to him. Poor Kevin.
man.
Kevin in South Hadley.
Maybe he needs to get a pet lizard.
So you're saying get another pet? The fix it on this is double down.
There's always
Get more.
there's always something to dominate, you know?
Oh, he needs to dominate. I mean, the dog, maybe he's like he travels all day or for weeks or something. The dog just, you know what it boils down to my house? Who feeds the animals gets the most love.
That's true. That makes sense.
Swear to God, these cats love whoever feeds their bowl. They'll be on their lap or whatever after like a week of noticing that.
Yeah, because it's like a very alpha thing, though. The feeder, right? You're usually in a place of
they're not stupid. They
hierarchy.
understand where their food comes from. Like I have indoor outdoor cats, so like they just go in and out when they feel like it. It's freedom. If they want to leave and never come back, I don't have a choice of that. But you know what? They want that easy food, so they're gonna in that warm bed in this time of year, so they always come back. It's amazing.
Well, okay, so I think that's a fixable thing that he could at least intervene on the feeding of the animals and try to get into that. Can he feed his wife?
Leave it alone. I'm saying leave it alone, Kevin. It's not worth the battle. Or you fix it with another pet. I think that was a great idea.
Yeah.
And invest in that. Like, have a dog that's your road dog. Like, it goes in the truck with you. Just take it wherever you go. Make it a service. Everyone has those service animals everywhere
Yeah.
you go
Are they
now.
real?
Oh, my God. No.
I could slap one of
No.
those on you.
Right? I think that's what you got to do, Kevin. You got to go ahead and get another animal, classify it as a
Amazon
service
vest.
dog,
Yes.
and then be like, you guys can have that dog. I'm going to have my own dog. And it's going to be better because it's going to go everywhere with you. You guys go grocery shopping, your dog's coming.
That's
that other
true.
dog's not.
That's a good point. Get a puppy. Start them from
Yes.
when they're really little,
Get-
and then
You got to get one of those certified breeds that cost like $4,000. So because you're going to need papers.
yeah,
You're gonna need papers.
True.
Maybe you breed them too. Maybe this dog is so great you want to breed him in a couple of years. Make some money back.
that's right.
We got options, Kevin.
And then
Kevin,
he will,
things are opening
He will
up.
become the alpha in the household when daddy's making all that money, right?
When and then maybe that other dog realizes what's going on and starts listening because
Yeah,
it's like,
fall in
whoa,
line.
this dog gets special treatment from this guy?
Right.
What have I been missing?
But, I think what he's getting at, though, isn't just about the animal.
His
Right?
wife.
I think we gotta
his
dig a
wife
little
and
deeper.
oh, this
sure.
this guy wrote one sentence. We're gonna go deeper.
Well, he said even the dog doesn't listen to him.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, Eeyore over here, right? No, I'm sorry. We can't make fun of the people that write in.
I didn't.
I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
did.
I had a cough. I missed. Yes, he is an. So you think he's an Eeyore? Yeah, that's why he's got to get the service dog. So depression, right? You can get a dog for depression, and anxiety.
But should also go to the gym and release some feel goods.
Oh gosh, Kevin needs a friend, but he's not gonna find that at the gym.
No, he's gonna find a hottie. We can't do that.
Wait, he's got wife and kids. He
I
does
know,
not
but-
need a hottie.
No, but if he's
That's gonna
depressed and he
cause
goes
more
to
problems.
the gym, that's what. Like, I feel like some people get depressed. They go to the gym
Oh,
because they're
100.
looking for people to see something in them. Don't you see that a lot? Have you noticed that?
Elaborate a little bit on that. What do you mean? See something in them, like you want to be seen?
I think a lot of people go to the
So,
gym
like-
for confidence.
100. Yes, of course.
And so, it's also confidence, in your physique and whatnot, but it's also who's looking at me. I see a lot of the single people doing that. The newly divorced. That's definitely a thing.
feel personally attacked.
You know what I
on that one.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, no, people definitely go there because they want to feel better. Isn't that the whole point? Well, it's proven that you're going to get those endorphins, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to start thinking clear. And then Kevin's going to go out and get that HCC type breeder event dog. He's going to go out. Oh, my God, I had an appointment today. The lady had 4 bloodhounds.
Wow.
Do you know how big those dogs are?
That's awesome.
Oh, my God.
4 of them?
Yeah, I was a mouth breather for that appointment. Oh, my gosh. It was like too much.
breather.
Too much. Yes.
Did you ever watch Stranger Things?
I haven't gotten to that
Oh,
yet.
I asked you that 300 times.
I'm going to eventually find someone to watch that show with.
So their insult would be like, they're a mouth breather.
Yes.
He's a mouth breather.
Yeah, it's an insult, but
It's gross.
when I go into homes and I get a smell that I'm not particularly fond of,
Ew.
I instantly breathe out my mouth because my nose is like, no, thank you. We are not signing up for
I
this
hate
smell.
smells. I have a thing.
Well, the thing is, this time of year, no one opens their windows.
I do.
I do too.
So that's awesome. So
Yeah.
in Europe they do. They're even known for bringing their little babies out in the like negative degrees for periods of time. My mom used to do that growing up. She would
Do you
open
turn
up
the heat off
windows.
at night too?
Not off.
Oh yeah, I get
turn
it.
it
It's like
down.
55 when I wake up.
Us too.
Oh my god,
We turn it way down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's something to be said for your immunity, keeping the temperatures
100%.
lower.
They used to have babies that sleep outside back in the day.
For sure.
Yeah, and it was like they still do it in like Sweden. In
Yeah,
some
yeah, that's what I just said,
Oh,
silly.
Yep. Oh shoot, sorry.
No, but they're so wait. How did we get on this topic?
Kevin.
Mouth breathing.
Kevin. Oh no, because big dogs. We need dogs, and then an appointment I went to today. Great people.
The
Very.
smells.
I will most likely work for them, but they're just having large animals, and then sometimes when your windows are shut,
Yeah, so dust.
you got to be
and
very
dander.
proactive with. Yes.
Do you know that it's most of dust is skin cells?
Yes. Yes, and dandruff and all these other
Really
freaking
crusty.
and your hair follicles and all these fun things that just drift off your body.
Ew. I think I should become a starfish.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Are we ready for our next question? This one actually, Chris from Holyoke. I guess Chris wasn't listening last week because his question is: my neighbor waves every time I leave, and I pretend not to see him.
Aw.
Yep. Just keep doing that, Chris.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
No.
We gotta give someone a leave it.
What,
I
we're
think that one's a leave it. Don't even bother.
Wait, keep going.
No, that's it. That's all he wrote. He said his neighbor waves every time, and he's like, I'm tired. I pretend not to see him. He probably feels a little bad, but I'm saying, because he's thinking about it. He didn't really elaborate. It's like just a one line. Hey, you guys.
He could do the look back.
My neighbor is just
He should do the
naggy.
look back.
A what?
The look back. You know when you
What's
wave
that?
to somebody and they and they wave, but you're actually trying to like wave to the person behind them. So he should kind of be like, huh?
Oh,
Give a
so
look
he
back.
should look like you're waving at me?
Yeah,
Confused?
Yeah, I love it.
And then does he wave back, or does he does that every time?
I think.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious! Imagine if someone did that to you. You're waving at this guy, and they look back every time you drive by.
I'm always the nerd that waves, and
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
me
that wasn't
too.
for me.
Me too. That's why it's like, imagine if someone did that to me, like consecutive days.
No, it's
Or,
hilarious.
Like, I would love that person a little bit more.
Correct.
I
It's
would be
weird.
like, hey, hi, pay attention to me.
So funny. That's a Seinfeld.
That one's good. That one's good. I love that. All right. So, Chris, just give him the head nod. Like, are you talking to me or?
Yeah, this poor guy
Is
doesn't
this-
want to engage in anything. I kind of get it.
Yeah, because he's probably got a family. He's in Holyoke, and so his family talks to the neighbors. He's just, they're friendly.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to invest any time in meeting
No,
anybody
he's
new.
busy.
So not only
him
not
and
only
Kevin
ignore
need
it.
to hang out and go find a dog and
Oh, yeah.
see one of them. No, they don't go together. So,
Good.
Chris, I'm saying just leave it alone. Mel's saying fix it by giving a head nod. Like, are you talking to me? I'm confused. And see, Chris, hit us up next week. Let us know if that worked. I'd be interested to hear.
Right.
All right, Jasmine. Oop, we got our next one from Jasmine in Springfield. Her subject is, she goes to, okay. She canceled plans because she gets panicky. She says she craves connection but sabotages every time. She says yes to the plans and wants friends, and then the day comes, anxiety hits like a wave. She invents excuses, cancels, and then watches these relationships fade away. She feels like she's doing this to herself in slow motion. She's tired of being the flaky friend. How does she fix this?
Yeah. So that sounds
This
like
is obviously
anxiety.
Fix it. Yeah.
Anxiety. So getting to the root of the anxiety.
We need a real professional for this one.
Well, I'm real. I'm real.
We're
enough.
professional as it comes.
Yeah, I understand that there's a desire to have friends.
100.
And then
No one wants to be lonely.
yeah, and then the time comes and she flakes out. And so I think getting to the root of anxiety or trying to somehow, I guess, reduce the anxiety and where it's coming from. Is there a trauma? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you said more like the professionals, but getting to the root of that anxiety is, I think, what's going to help open up the door to having more friendships.
So I feel like there's got to be like a little psychology trick that we could give her. Like, don't commit at all.
Right.
Don't commit at all. Don't say yes or
Not for
no.
a while.
Leave the event on the board, and then because you're almost like you're psyching yourself out. Maybe you're trying to think of the outfit or something, and then you just overload yourself with thinking, or maybe there's a person there,
Yeah.
or whatnot.
I think not
How
even
do you
committing at
overcome
all.
that? That one's
Not. I think not.
yeah. No
committing.
committing.
Yeah.
Don't commit.
I think maybe saying
First
even
step one.
no.
Don't say yes anymore. Say maybe.
Or even no, until we spend some time figuring out
Disconnect.
how to reduce the anxiety, where it's coming from, and what is triggering her. Is getting triggered. Maybe there was something in her childhood where, I don't know, they went to an event and she was bullied. There's got to be some underlying trauma that's triggering the anxiety. And I think if committing is setting her up for failure, we don't go that route. We take a step back and say no until we can figure out where it's coming from.
Absolutely. She's got to find the root of the problem, and then just say no until then.
Right.
But
Baby
then
steps.
she's gonna get lonely,
Well, I
and
think,
that's not good too. Oh, Jasmine, go to the gym.
yeah, go to the gym, take
That's
a
the
class.
answer for any mental depression or anxiety or emotions, really.
Or is it
Get tired.
something that she could do online? Like a virtual meeting with a friend?
Like Zoom,
Like a small baby step in
like
the...
little Zoom. Have your friend Zoom the party.
Or have a partner go with you.
Yes, buddy system again.
Yeah. I think there needs to be baby steps.
But she wants friends, but she's the flaky friend, so it sounds like she doesn't have the buddy system. She keeps doing things, and then who wants to be friends with someone that you invite, and then you're like, no, they're not
Oh,
coming.
it's the
Oh my God,
worst.
I would be so annoyed if I invited you or someone to an event, and then they were like, especially
It's so rude.
these days, like
I've
you
had
gotta be,
so-
you gotta
yeah,
own
yes.
these things.
I've had friends from high school that want to reconnect and go out, and so we get
Mhm.
reservations. I'll make the step to get the reservation the day of. My kid's sick. This
Ah.
happened, and so I'm like, I can't keep calling these restaurants under my name and having them, you know. And I feel a sense of obligation, so I'm like, all right, you old husband, let's go. You old ball and chain, you're up. But you're right. If you don't commit and you last minute flake out, you're losing all these opportunities.
So
why
Jasmine,
even commit to begin with?
yeah, stop committing, Jasmine.
Yeah.
We do want to say thank you to Jasmine for reaching out and let everyone know we are on YouTube. So if you search Fix It or Leave It, you'll see with Mel and Eugene. Also, you can email us at fixitorleaveithcc@gmail. And then also, please subscribe on the YouTube channel so we can try to get lives going. You can watch us do this next week, hopefully. Woo! Also, we're going to do a shout out to the Thrive program. That's going to be in the student center. I think it's that first building right over by the cafeteria. You're going to take a left down the hallway towards the Kittredge. You're going to look for Ben on the left. He's got coffees. He's got treats. He's got aid. He's got all the things you're looking for. If you're looking for notepads, pencils, bags, folders, whatever you need, you can see Elizabeth. She's great too. All right, now we're going to move on to... This one, I feel like this one was made. This one, I feel like someone might know you.
Oh.
Yeah, this one's from Rob in West Springfield. Sorry. Why does my water taste funny?
This one's great. Boy, I'm laughing because of the irony. So, if you know anything about me, you know I'm like an uber health nut, and I know too much information. And once you know too much information, you can't
cannot
go
go
back.
Mm-mm.
So, 2 years ago, we had reverse osmosis filtration.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah. So actually, my husband added it to the whole house water. So anytime water is turned on, it goes past these 5 different layers of filtration. And then on top of it, we had another system installed under our kitchen sink. So
Is that another filtration system, or is that like a remineralizing?
no, that's another reverse osmosis.
Oh, another RO system.
Yes. So your water tastes funny because there's a lot of contaminants in it, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
So we had somebody come out from a complete different party, not related to the same place that we bought the system from, and he tested the water, tested it against the town, West Springfield, and then after our reverse osmosis systems to see that it was indeed doing what was we paid for it to do. And the thing that stuck out the most to me was not fluoride, because we didn't really have that much fluoride in our water. Nitrates were as high as you could get them, legally passing, like on the line of the highest you could have in our water. Nitrates.
Where do you think that's coming from?
Well, they say that all the runoff from people that are on prescription medicine, birth control, you name it, it's going. Your urine gets filtered and things get processed back into the drinking system. And sometimes you'll notice it smells like almost like pond scummy.
I think Rob noticed it was tasting a little funny.
Yeah, or it will smell like chlorine.
It smells a little funny too.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the chlorine thing. I live in Chicopee and I have to. Sometimes I let my water breathe, where I just put it on the counter.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
just let the chlorine will naturally evaporate within like 6 hours, just in the air. So if you just put your cup out or something and leave it.
That's cool. That's a good rule of thumb. They also have a thing where you can fill up a jug of water and put it outside in the sun.
Yes.
There's a sun and a moon bathing. Have you heard of that?
I haven't heard about the moon. Tell me
Yeah.
more. Like at night.
At night. I don't know a dang thing other than my husband was really into it, and
Maybe he'll send a question in next week about moon watering, and
Moon.
you're gonna have to answer it. Though, so you're gonna have to educate
And
yourself.
I don't mean like bend over and show your
Just
butt to the water.
Moon some water. You dip your butt in it.
There is butthole sunbathing.
Oh.
You're
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh,
I don't know if that's what we're.
Well, I'll just say this.
Yes,
Just
back
like
to the water system.
Leaving your water out, the UV from the sun
Kills that.
Correct.
Kills that bad, harmful bacteria.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you're not wrong by questioning your water. And indeed, I'm going to encourage you to push it a little more, because how much of our bodies are made of water?
Do you think the water's causing depression, anxiety, all these things that are like crippling the society?
I think anything we put inside our body has a high probability of altering our brain health. Absolutely.
Definitely.
And we drink and consume more water than we do food. It's more vital for us. So it's more vital, in my opinion, that you have a healthy system where you're drinking from than even your food.
Absolutely. Yes. No water. We need the water to live.
We do.
It's our first defense.
Yeah. And I have a real concern for the route we're going down with our water. And I think
As a whole country, or just as
a world,
As
because
a world.
the more junk we put into the water and we work on like the sewer system, and it all goes into the ground water, which eventually you can't strip, and so it affects the soil, which affects the lack of vitamins and nutrients we're getting from vegetables now.
How are they offsetting the nitrate? Did they say anything, or you just purify it out?
The reverse osmosis that we're using.
No, like, so the nitrates are high. Are they doing anything through the town to?
They're doing the bare
regulate
minimum. I don't know what they're doing, but they're letting the highest amount go until whoever quote unquote they are, they could raise the bar and then do a little less. But I do believe
department,
yeah,
sanitary sewer, all that.
yeah. I mean, that was the most troubling to me.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It is. So Rob, smart guy.
Rob's fun. Rob's gonna fix. Rob already fixed this. I was like, Rob
Yeah, the
fixed
water
his
smells
water.
Shoot.
All right, we got our next one is Lewis in Holyoke. Oh boy, he says his partner tracks all his spending down to the dollar. In theory, he agreed with budgeting, but in practice, he feels like he's under investigation. Every coffee, small purchase becomes a conversation. He doesn't feel like he's an equal adult. He gets supervised, and it's creating resentment that he doesn't want.
Okay, this is because they have joint savings together.
Yeah, they got their own.
Yep.
Yeah, all the money goes into one account, and his wife is like,
Oh yeah.
"Yeah, why did you buy that coffee and candy bar when we needed chicken?"
Yeah.
I don't know what they need.
You know.
Maybe they don't even need anything. He says he just feels supervised, and it's creating resentment.
Sure. I actually can relate. I think when couples are new too, they're trying to find out how they're, how they jive on spending. I think this is a common thing with new couples. But maybe.
When do you think it's appropriate for you to have a joint account? I don't think this is a new relationship.
Okay. Well, no, I think it's just.
You have a
part of
joint account?
newness. We do, yeah. We do.
When were you married when you got that?
Yeah, and I was right up his wazoo, just like this person.
So before the marriage, you had the account, or after?
After.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, no. So
I mean, I've been married way too long to even remember.
Yeah, no, but in theory, I would say before is a little too early.
Yeah, I mean,
if he's not.
But you get to learn about
it doesn't
people.
matter because he's already agreed.
Yeah,
he's already agreed in theory. He says he likes it with the budgeting, and he likes to know that there's going to be money. Maybe they're saving up for a vacation. You know, it's always nice to go on a little cruise this time of year or whatnot.
Right, but I think there's it's easy solvable, it's easy to fix. I think what's happening is she's over-evaluating.
So how does he have that conversation?
Well,
how would he even broach that subject? Hey, I'm going to buy what I want. No, you can't say that.
I mean, I went through a little bit of this with my spouse because my spouse was a big spender and I'm a big saver.
He likes the tools.
He loves the tools.
Who doesn't love the tools?
So what it comes down to is the open communication on what the expectations are. Oftentimes, it sounds like one person in a relationship has expectations that aren't communicated. So if she's expecting him to save like her, she has to verbalize that.
Absolutely.
And he has to be able to verbalize what he's expecting too.
Now, there's a point where someone could be overjealous, though.
Yeah.
The expectations aren't realistic.
Of course.
Like, when I go through, sometimes I just want a peanut M&M when I'm going through work at 12 noon, and I haven't had time to eat or whatnot. Do you feel like... Yeah, because he's saying the small purchases are coming, big conversations.
Yeah. And I think maybe a way around that...
So maybe he gets like, an allowance.
I was going to say, and it sounds messed up, though. Mm-hmm. Because maybe there's a way that he can squirrel away, right, an allowance. It sounds kind of messed up.
So go to the direct deposit department, get that second account set up, do a portion set from the original, like, what?
Bro, get a side job.
$15. Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, a portion of that will go to this, and then the rest gets direct deposited to this account. I think you can do that, right? It's been a long time since I had one of those type of jobs.
But I think the root of the problem here is like your expectations are that I'm saving more than I want to save right now. If you guys have a shared goal like the vacation that you said, okay. So the commitment is you have, 8% of your income allocated to his dumb coffee. If that's what he wants, and that makes him happy.
The coffee's dumb?
Well, whatever it is, right?
We feel like
we each have our own little thing.
We're type of feelings in this. Coffee. So I gotta be Lewis, and you gotta be Lewis's wife. You complain about the coffee.
Well,
I'm like, Lewis needs the coffee. That's how he gets through the day. At noon, he's tired. He wants a little pick me up.
You know how much money you can save by making your coffee at home?
Lewis isn't at home. He's already left. He's out and about.
So let me just tell you about coffee. Do you know that the United States is one of the main countries that imports moldy coffee?
I believe it.
So, like, Europe will export any coffee they check that has mold.
Really?
And we're like, take it over here. They'll send it to Americans. So, just saying, if you're healthy, Lewis, you would find that mold-free coffee, make it at home, and save yourself some money.
That's not even close to what this is about. You're like, don't drink coffee. And now you're telling them to buy, like, mold-free. So I'm assuming that's a larger charge. It's not like you can get that at Pride.
So David Asprey is this huge guru in the health world, and he has a mold-free coffee called Danger Coffee, and I buy that.
How much is that?
Great. It's like, I don't know, I get a typical bag for like $20. So
and how long does the bag last?
Oh man, it's
like
a great question.
Month?
We make a pot
Week?
a day.
Yeah.
No,
pot's like
a
4 cups, 2 cups?
I'd say like a week. So $20
4
for 2
cups
people.
in that pot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it does save money over time.
Oh, 100. It's probably, but then it's like, does he bring an instant coffee with him?
I mean, I'm going to get back to like, you need a budget and you can spend it on whatever makes you happy.
You're right. We're so far off his topic.
I mean, but
the topic is about communication.
Yeah, she needs to communicate.
Expectation and communication.
Yeah, why is she so tight with the budget and what are her goals? And he needs to be aware of them.
Why is he slowing her goals down? Right. She wants that new car. She wants that new couch.
Yeah.
She wants that new fridge.
And then maybe
Lewis
there's
is over here having coffees.
Lewis, poor guy. Give the guy a coffee.
Lewis and Holyoke.
I mean, at least he's not going to the prostitution ring.
Oh,
Give
boy.
him that.
Oh, boy. We didn't get that. So there's always worse
There's
things you
always
could
worse.
do, Lewis.
But you
So
know
tell
what?
her to stop complaining about the coffee because
Yeah,
you're going to hit the strip club next. That's words of advice from Mal, by the way. I'm not. I already know that won't work.
Yeah, save that on your mold-free coffee and go elsewhere at
And
Lewis.
then he'll get that divorce and then he can spend all the budgeting he wants.
There you go.
There you go. We're solving problems.
Fix it right there, right?
We fixed it.
No, but for real, have a shared account, you guys, and then have a little. Each of you have a little pot on the side.
He needs an allowance.
Yeah.
Maybe that way he can.
Come on.
She
that's like
has an
demasculating.
expectation where she can budget, and then he has a little egg, like you were saying, that he can budget. So if he runs out of his, you don't dip into the main,
Right.
and then if the main is the main, you don't touch it.
Right.
Right,
That's exactly
Lewis. We got your back. All right, here we got. Ooh, we're getting close to the end of the show, but they said we can run late today, Mel. Are we gonna run late?
right. I think late but worth the wait.
Ooh, no, there's no waiting. We're just
Oh,
gonna keep going.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll.
we got Nate from South Hadley. My friend turns everything into a competition. I've had the same friends for years, but lately it feels like a contest. If I share good news, they one up. If I buy something, they upgrade. If I stop telling them about my wins because I didn't want to trigger another round, but he misses their friendship, and he's missing when the friendship felt supportive instead of a competitive thing. He doesn't know if he's feeling insecure, unaware, or if he's just finally noticing patterns with the other person. Wow, that's a lot to unload, Mel.
It is, but there's always the one-uppers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if he's ever touched base with any other of their mutual friends and shared this feedback to see if it is indeed a siloed issue with this friend or if it's a real deal. You know what I mean?
So kind of just get the census.
Yeah.
Right? See where
Get a better
where
feel.
they're at.
Yeah, just to make sure. Because I think that takes a big person to realize that it could just be in their head.
Yes, completely. Well, I don't think this is your news. You know when someone's one-upping you.
Yeah, you do.
Like, that's pretty obvious.
You usually do.
And they usually don't even let you finish saying what you're going to say before they're already telling you how great their thing is.
Right.
That is so annoying.
But I think the difference in this, and when you
Do you have
ask-
any friends like that?
Oh, I used to have a boss like that.
Used to. See, that's
Oh. But I think the difference is when you bounce it off other people,
Mm-hmm.
they can say he does that to me too. So means it's more of a that person thing.
And
than
then
a
what?
you problem.
Then you mutiny against them and kick them out of the friend group?
No, but
No, you have
do
an
know what I'm saying?
intervention. You go and sit them
You
down and
could.
say,
You could.
Bud, we're your support system. We're not here to.
Right. But what I'm honing
take
in
you down.
here is like more or less, is it directed specifically at one friend? Because maybe this person does have a little bit of a complex. Or is it the other person in general? Because like you said, then you could have an intervention with that person. Or guess what? You learn to accept that they're a one-upper and you have to navigate that friendship.
Well, they are accepting it right now because they're not telling them about their wins anymore. But it's feeling like they want to share with that friend. Remember, like, they had a good friendship, but now they're like, if I tell them how good I do at school on this project, they're going to be like, oh, I did the same project 4 years ago and I got this.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, okay, great, dude.
You know where a lot of that comes from, though?
Insecurity.
It does. I've learned that.
Do you think it
I've
comes
learned
from
that.
their family, like how they were brought up?
All of it.
It goes deep.
I think it could go from childhood to
100.
their current family to their job. All of it.
So should Nate spend any time trying to fix this situation, or should he just kind of leave it alone?
No, I think he does need to fix it because he says that he does enjoy the friendship.
He misses him. He misses his buddy.
I think that might. So this happened to me once where I had a friend that was one-upping and I just kept hammering him.
What do you
back.
mean? You just kept telling him things that weren't true to see if they'd one up you?
No, I was putting him in his place.
Oh, you're like, bro, you didn't do that.
Like,
I did that.
I sold this house for a ton of money and we bought this new house. And I'm like, but if you kept that old house and you rented it out, guess how much richer you'd be?
Oh.
And I kept doing it. And I'm like, what is this within me that makes me
Oh, you were
keep doing it back?
You were like you were
kind of like slapping him down.
I know, you were like, you don't what's that called when you like put something on the ego? Like
Put someone in their place.
yeah, like I feel like there's a word for it.
Well, regardless, I then
It's
took
not
a step
regardless.
back and I was like, why did I feel like I just had this huge picnic and I'm exhausted? Because all I did was slap this guy down. And then I'm like, maybe all he's looking for is a little bit of like, hey, good freaking job.
Yeah, a pat on the back.
It's hard for me to do sometimes when it comes off as cocky.
Now, do you think that was just because it was a guy, or if it was a female, you would be more supportive? Do you think the sex relays, like the male and female roles, relay into that? If a guy's being like braggy, you're like, bro, you shouldn't be doing that. But
No.
if a female
To
was
me,
saying
no.
the same thing, would you be like, yo, go girl?
No, absolutely not. I think being cocky is probably the most ugly, unattractive human quality. And for some reason, it like fires my soul up. And I just want to be like, you're not that great. Because I don't think anybody's that great. But then when you take a step back and you realize, well, hang on. Maybe they have no one in their life that's showing them any form of support. So why doesn't, what's his name? Tom, Dick, and Harry? What's his name?
This was from Nate.
Why doesn't Nate first connect with friends, see if it's coming from this person, everybody else is witnessing it too, and then if it is, I think try a different approach. When he starts to brag or one up, I think maybe give that person some love, acknowledge how good they are at whatever that is, and see if it stops.
Yes, definitely. Just yeah.
Have you ever witnessed that?
Have I ever witnessed someone just being mean to me because I was... No, I'm not the one that's going to go over... I don't share my achievements. I'm like a closed book. I'm not over here bragging about stuff at all, usually.
But what if it
Only
didn't-
if it hurts me do I even really bring it up. Like, if I'm just like, oh, man, I need to let this out. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But have you ever witnessed somebody doing that?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Some of my friends back in the day were annoying as heck.
Do you think it's because they come
from
from no support?
Oh, the guy that did it the most that I can think of right now was really supported by his mom, but his father was not there. So maybe it's like you can have a lot of support from one, but if you're like one parent, but if you don't have like balance, it still gets messed up, right? Because he's looking. So his mom, this is what I think. So his mom would always give him approval, right? So then he's got no one criticize him, so everything he thinks he does is award.
Yeah,
Like,
that's also a form of
I need
narcissism.
praise. Yes, eventually that's what it turned out
And
to be.
narcissism comes
He
from
couldn't get
weakness.
any criticism, right? Because you can't criticize a person that only gets praised all the time.
That's true.
So then,
Unless you're me, of course. Then I'm gonna slap you.
and then so he just like, eventually, that relationship just disappears. You know, you get tired of getting that like upgrade or one upped.
Yeah, and quite frankly, the person on the other end must get tired of it too. I think maybe trying some softer approach with this friend. I think that would be the way to go.
Leave it. Okay, Mel says fix it. I'm saying leave it. Just leave the friend alone and work on yourself.
Gosh.
All right, we got 303 here at 1035 WCCH in Holyoke Community College. Next, we got a little shout out for... What are we going to shout out now? Oh, I heard there's a River Valley Radical features going on at the library. It's opened from 5 to 7, Monday through Thursday at the Tabor Art Gallery. Also, we do need help with the Bee Club. We need some helpers getting that going. You'll see her, I think she's actually in the building over by the cafeteria today. And I don't remember her name. And also the Garden Club. If you want to shout out to Rowan and see when those are coming up. I believe it's Wednesday at 11. I'm not sure exactly where. But those are two clubs that are definitely need some volunteers. Because as soon as the weather gets nice, we're going to want to get our hands dirty and help those bees and help the garden and get our food system up. We want to have a healthy, and then we want to bring that food system into the cafeteria. So we want to eat the system, the food that we're growing around here.
Love that.
Right? Like that's what it's all about. We got to start at
Farm
any
to table.
opportunity and just take advantage of it. All right, we're gonna keep going. We did start a little late. I think it's good that we go a little long. What do you think, Mel?
Yeah, I think that's great.
I know you're a busy lady.
No, let's do it.
All right, we
Let's
ready
do
for
it.
the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, Crystal from Springfield. She says she doesn't recognize her body anymore. She used to be active. She cooks at home, went to the gym, cared about how she physically felt, but somewhere along the way, she slipped into convenience mode. Takeout became normal. Sitting became normal. She's now heavier, tired all the time, avoiding mirrors. The worst part isn't the weight. It's feeling that she abandoned herself. Every Monday, she promises she's going to restart. By every Friday, she already quit. The cycle is exhausting, embarrassing, and she's tired of it. What should she do?
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
heavy.
I think it's so, yeah. And
Crystal, I think we've all been there at one point or another.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of our culture feels the same way as we take on so much and do so much for others that we often neglect.
Should we just start with the obvious thing that, like, the food system's junk?
Yeah.
So, Crystal, if the second you stopped cooking for yourself and going to the gym, you were failing. You were doomed. Not
Yes.
failing, sorry, doomed.
Yeah. Yeah, because once you realize that the processed food that you eat is loaded with sugar and you kind of come up on this peak and then you come down, and the quickest thing to do is to consume more of that, and it's a roller coaster.
And then we know the takeout food. Okay, so, right, all these restaurants are getting the food from this exact same source. They all order it from the same exact source. And these sources aren't exactly out looking for our well-being. They're literally looking out for their bottom line. So if you can get a peach from this farm that's maybe not organic or doing practices how we want them to be, and then they're just going ahead and putting it into your food. So you're not only hurting yourself by not cooking at home and taking that takeout food, but it's like a little bit of poison every time you do.
It is. My big belief is whole, real food.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know what's whole, real food? Single ingredient food. You have an avocado, there's not an ingredient list on it. You have beef, it's not
Beef.
filled with things. You try to get 80% whole, real food. And you, like you said, it does take a little more time because you're cooking the stuff. But your mental health will start to come back. And I think, to me, that's going to be the driver of your physical health. That's what's going to get you more motivated.
And I felt when I was at my heaviest, when I started going to the gym, and I got there for about like 2 weeks all by myself, I was like, okay, if I can get this, I want to reap the best rewards for my effort, right? So, like, you want to go back to eating right off the bat, like as soon as possible.
Yeah, because you feel good. And I think they say it's more about consistency than motivation, because motivation comes and goes.
And don't get fooled by all these like supplements that they want to sell you and everything. Just take creatine and keep it trucking.
Pill. There really is no magic pill that I've learned. I mean, a lot of people are doing the peptides now, the GLP-1.
Oh, back to the peptides.
Yeah.
I still haven't researched that.
Yeah, you can't help but I've researched many hours, and I think it's great for people that have 911s in their health, that they need to immediately have fixes because of their
911. Explain that.
Well, like, they're at risk for a heart attack. They're at risk of diabetes.
You're saying like hereditary.
Quick, like life
in
or
your
death
genes.
situations right now where they can't take the time. 6 months. They don't have 6 months to get their self together. They are on the cusp of a heart attack. I think those peptides are huge.
Oh my gosh.
For them.
Yeah, I'm gonna. No, you got to take care of your heart. No, it just reminded me of something that. I have a friend that was very close that just passed away last night, and he was only 42 years old.
Oh, that's horrible.
And they don't know the results yet, but I'm thinking it's something to do with his heart.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the great diet and everything, and I was hoping to reach out and get him on the right track, but
yeah, sugar is the thing that is the most
sugar
addicting.
is the worst.
It is. And there's fasting that people can do to try to break those cravings. I've done them quite a few times, but for somebody that's new to losing weight, I think
it's too much. You can't.
Yeah,
dive
it's
into
too
that.
much. That's
It took me 2 years to get a 72-hour fast.
You got to major in the
I could get
minors.
like 12 hours, and then maybe I do 24, and it's like...
You got to major in the minors first. So, those things are try to get your food to be whole, real food, not processed, nothing that can withstand a shelf life, because that means it's not whole or real. And trying to I think before going to the gym, walk. 10 minutes after every meal reduces your sugar, reduces your insulin spikes by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just small things. And, she says she commits and then she taps out. So let's not commit to too many things.
Meal prep.
Yeah, meal prep if you need to, if you're busy during the week.
Don't give yourself options.
Don't buy the junk food, then it's not there to eat.
Well, that's the thing, what I do. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to get my beef and my chicken and all that. But then I want, like, chocolate chip cookies.
You're on the sugar roller coaster.
Yes, I am. They got me hooked. I try so hard to get off of it.
So
anything good has sugar in it.
I know.
If you like it, it's got sugar in it.
But okay, so let's.
It's like, God darn it.
So why not use better alternatives? Maple syrup,
The
honey.
sativa.
No. So okay, so there's a guy I follow on Instagram, and he has broken down sugar replacements. Do you know that the most beneficial sugar replacement is backstrap molasses?
What?
Yeah, I know. Let me just
Where
say
is it?
molasses.
Yeah, molasses. Sounds good. I
Anything-
like dates. Dates are good.
Dates are good. So I'm learning that things that are amber in color are more nutrient dense. Honey, maple syrup.
I love... shout out to Shelburne Falls honey.
Ooh,
that
really?
stuff is so good.
Oh, I wonder if that's what we have in my shelf
You
right
get
now.
in Hadley after that little
I
farm
think I
stand on
have
the side of the
some.
road.
Yeah, local honey.
By the rock wall on Route 9, that
Yeah.
rock wall. Yeah, I
So
love to stop there.
If
when
you
I'm
start
out
doing
there.
local honey now, it helps with
Shout out
pollen.
Pioneer Valley Handyman. Forgot about that like an hour ago.
So for you, when you're making your cookies,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you replace the scoops of white, nasty ass sugar that's
With
stripped
honey.
of all the nutrients with honey?
I do the honey.
Okay,
But
maple
I-
syrup.
No, I didn't know about the syrup.
Maple syrup is
I
actually
gotta
better
get
for you than-
natural
is
syrup.
more
that makes
nutrients.
because there's so much sugar in it.
Yeah, more nutrients than the
Okay,
white.
Where are you getting your syrup?
Anywhere. I mean, you could maple syrup. You could buy anywhere now.
So you just get it at the store, or you
Yes.
going somewhere special?
No, usually farms. I mean, there's so many local farms. We have a big tub of it, so it takes a while to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But I bake with that. When
Yeah.
they say like a cup of
You
sugar,
got you got a cookie recipe?
I don't make cookies as much. I make breads.
What
I
kind-
make pumpkin
like,
bread,
I was gonna say sourdough.
sourdough. I
That's
do.
the best. That's what I get. That
banana
lady in Ludlow. That lady in Ludlow has the best sourdough bread.
Oh,
I can't think of
really?
it. She does a cheddar, everything sourdough.
Ooh, like a homemade bakery.
Like,
Legit.
well, I don't know if it's like out of her home necessarily, but yeah, she's got a upstart small business vibe.
And I would
I'll
say
promote her next week when I
if
look it
this
up.
is a good way to weave it back into this conversation, because if you're consuming bread,
Mm-hmm. Bread.
if you do any
Sourdough's
research,
good for you though.
sourdough is incredibly good for
I
your
like
gut
rye.
health. And it's slower to digest, keeps you full longer.
Hmm.
But if you dig into flour, when they mill flour,
Bleach it.
they
They do all this.
before that happens,
nasty
they
stuff.
separate it. They take out the wheat germ, which is the best part. They sell it to animal feed or pharmaceutical companies that pack it into beauty pills and sell it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give you the white flour that lasts on the shelf forever.
Yeah.
So we mill our own flour at our house, and then I bake.
Where do you get the flour to mill? Are you online or
This is wild.
delivered?
You can go on Amazon.
I love Amazon.
And you buy wheat berries. They look like.
Oh, I know wheat
it's like-
berries. I know wheat berries.
Isn't that funny?
You know you can grow mushrooms with wheat berries?
No.
Yep, fungus loves wheat berries.
Like as a whole berry.
Yeah, shiitake, whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
As the whole berry.
Yeah, you just moisturize it. You get it hydrated, and then you inoculate, and that
Ooh.
sucker is good for a couple months, and then you go and you bring it out in your garden area, and hopefully you get some mushrooms if the environment's right. You can only do it a couple times a year if you want to.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, I love that.
So you can go on Amazon, and
Mushrooms are so good for you.
I need to post a visual for people. I should do that. But they
we
have
do
companies.
have the YouTube.
Yeah, I will post a photo of what we buy, but it's glyphosate free, out of Washington State, which means they don't spray the food with Roundup that you're consuming, which is huge.
Washington State's got different regulations.
No, this is just a particular
they're
family-owned farm
doing
that
it the
knows
right
better.
way.
They're
just
doing it the right way.
We love those plates.
Yeah. So going back to what she was asking, whole real food.
Oh man, we're so far from Crystal.
10 minutes walking after each meal, right? Anybody could do 10 minutes.
Crystal, when you hear this, go for a walk. Put us on and go for a walk.
Yeah. And then once you get more comfortable going into the gym,
Yeah, like I said,
weightlifting.
those first 2 weeks. What?
I'm a big weightlifting fan. Yes.
Yep, that's the problem. See, this is where I think we differ right there on our
Okay.
philosophies. Finally, where you think I'm like, you have to become skinny before you can get like muscular. Like you gotta lose the fat before you get strong, because you're just doing the same old thing. Like you're fat and you're strong. Like
It's not about strong. It's about increasing your muscle volume.
so
The
you're
more
just
muscle
doing it,
you have, the
so
more
no
metabolic.
aesthetic value. You're just thinking about like your heart.
I think it's extreme aesthetic value.
You see, I love the aesthetic value of being skinny.
I don't. I think
I'm like, if
I
I can
no, I
see
don't.
my muscle,
I don't like skinny.
I'm like, oh, okay, I want to get that muscle bigger. But if it's under fat, like I'm like, I gotta find that muscle first.
Yeah.
Let me dig it out.
No, so it does take time.
Go for a run.
It does take
Fast.
time. But no, I wouldn't say that anymore. And also depending on her age. Honestly, I wouldn't.
Yeah, she probably can't run.
Well, here's the
Don't
thing.
run. That's probably
the
a
more
lot on your
muscle
knees.
mass, the more muscle mass that we as women have, the more metabolically flexible we are. So that means you can consume more food and burn more calories. If you do cardio, like on days I run, I'm eating and all I want is sugar. It's a cyclical thing because you burn
And
sugar.
pasta.
You're burning sugar. You don't burn fat. You're burning sugar. So if you're lifting,
Maybe that's why I love to run so much.
I mean,
I'm like a sugar machine.
the ultimate goal for me is longevity. In longevity, you need to preserve muscle.
How old do you think you're gonna live?
Well, my
Over
grandfather
80s?
lived to 102.
Okay.
My mom's grandmother lived to 94. So I'm putting myself up there.
Over 90.
Yeah.
You banking over 90?
But I don't want to just live for that. I want to be fully functioning.
Yeah. No, I believe that you will be.
So that's, as women age, our bones get brittle. And the best way to improve that is to lift. Helps bone, muscle. As you age, sarcopenia
But
is an
she's
age-related
avoiding
muscle loss.
mirrors. So she's gonna care about looking good at some point. And I'm telling you, I hear you about you're getting muscle, but these people come in and they're lifting heavy weights, and it's like, just spend that time running or the stairs. You are gonna get better results faster, in my opinion. And then don't go home and eat the little Debbie snacks or whatever.
You know what's
Eat the
actually...
Whole Foods.
I don't think that
Or don't eat it all. Go as long as you can.
But I think
and your
it's-
body will eat the reserves.
it's so unrealistic to expect somebody to go right in and run. This
I
person
feel
could
like
join.
anyone can run. That's
join
why
the-
I always say run. That's why running's my go-to, because it's like
I'm a female,
you
and
don't
I'm gonna-
need any skills to run.
I'm a female, and I'm going to tell you right at this
you don't have
moment.
to crop your back. You don't have to stick your butt out.
I know
You
two
don't have
people
to pull
that
your
run.
elbows tight. Go on.
Women
sorry.
don't run anymore at past a certain age. Very seldom. And if they do, they're usually wicked into it.
So it's like
I don't think it's realistic anymore. They tell
So
women
how does she
cardio
lose
all the
fat
time.
without
It's-
trying to see, the thing is, these girls, they sit there and they're doing their arms and their legs and this and that, but it's like your belly's still there.
Well, it depends on your. The belly is the last thing to go.
Obviously,
for
she's
anybody.
got. Yeah, I know.
I think joining a class. Look at how many. Look
Definitely
at the
go to a
diversity in the
class.
classes we join. Right, age. There's so many different options if you join a gym where there's classes together, and then you have a trainer.
Yes, some guidance would be great. I don't know if. Yes, Crystal, I think that's it right there. Go find the community. Community that keeps you accountable so you're not quitting by Friday. You go Monday, you'll see me there. I'll say hello.
Yeah.
Mel's there. Everybody's going to be supportive if you go to Health Tracks in West Springfield, and we got other places. Now, I wouldn't go like Planet Fitness and try and find like a friend group.
Planet Fitness.
No, you're probably going to find people that don't align. I hear some Planet Fitness have group classes.
Do they?
Yeah, the one in Greenfield does.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, so where's she? Oh, she's in Springfield. So
Well,
maybe the one in Springfield.
I
No,
like
go
the
to one at
classes for
Liberty.
beginners because it teaches you, some kind of form. So if you're doing group power with Christian, he's going to hone in on a new person and helping them with their form. So that way it gives you a stepping stone into going to the gym by yourself.
Yeah.
I think the classes.
I think the community is so helpful.
It is.
Sometimes I don't feel like going, and I'm just like, oh, but I want to chit chat. I'm a chit chatter, obviously. That's
Could
why
do
we're
both.
here.
I know we get in trouble all the time, but you can also bring a partner.
Every teacher complains about the chit chat. Every class. And see, now, as coming from a personal trainer myself, I didn't mind that when people chit chatted when I was doing my whatever It's like I'm not your I'm not like your
Yeah,
principal.
it's not the same. It's,
Like if I don't know
you
a
should give him a
move,
spanking.
if I don't know a move, it's okay. I'm just gonna look and not do it, and then I'll know the next round. Like they do every move 3 times.
Right.
So it's like, oh, I didn't do that right. Oh wait, let's look this time. Oh, okay, now I got it. Hopefully by the 3rd time I get it right.
Yeah, and it's not like we're too loud where you were interrupting.
No, it's never like that. But they just have these. Well, I don't know where it comes from. I was gonna say ego, but none of the people that do it really, I feel like, are ego.
No, I think they're just fun. I
It's
think
just
they want to be
they
in it,
are
but they can't.
fun.
They want to be involved, but they
Oh,
can't.
do you think it's the FOMO?
Yeah, FOMO.
FOMO kicking in. They're
Fear
like, hey
of
guys, this is my time. Don't be chatting over
I
there
think
without
so.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see. See, I always was like, oh, good. Let's get. I wanted everyone to be chit-chatting because I knew they'd be having a good time,
Yeah.
right? And then you're
That's a great
joking
point.
around with that person like, oh, we just missed that. We're so bad, right? And you're not bad. You're just sitting at a gym class chit-chatting, right?
Yeah.
But you feel like, ooh, you know, like younger again and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Those little,
rejuvenated.
right? Just a little bit here and there. So, Crystal, this is definitely fixable. We need to get you at a community gym. There's so many. You're in Springfield. There's Enfield, has Club Fitness. We got YMCA. I don't know. Does the YMCA do that stuff?
I think they do.
I think they do too. Okay. Next we have Angela from West Springfield. Oh, this one you might relate to. Her family treats her house like public property. Her relatives invite themselves over constantly. They don't ask. They don't announce. She might get a text saying we're stopping by, but that sounds like something they've already decided. She loves her family, but she's dreading hearing the phone buzz because her house isn't spotless. As we know, she can feel judged. She says she's very busy. And sometimes she gets accused of being distant because she feels like her house isn't her sanctuary anymore.
Ooh, it's a boundary for her.
She said it's a community center she didn't sign up to run. She doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but she doesn't want these people invading her own space.
Well, I can understand. I mean, it's supposed to be a sanctuary and a safe haven.
Right? You've worked hard for that space.
Is she buying cool snacks? They're kind of coming over and getting the snacks.
Do you think she's like entertaining? Like, obviously the house is fun, right? The house is fun. Everybody just wants to come over and hang out. Maybe the basement's. She's got to have snacks. She has the drinks. She has all the things you need to keep people engaged. Big screen TV. I bet her husband makes a lot of money.
Yeah, so
Something's like drawing them there.
they're definitely escaping their homes to enjoy this place for some reason or another, or they're lonely. They want to hang out with her.
Yep. Well, they do, but she's like, well, okay, so they want to hang out with you, but you're like, oh my gosh, the counter is full of junk. Oh my gosh, the sink is full of stuff. Like, so now you're just looking at the stuff and they're talking to you, right? And you're just like, in your head, you're like, I need to do these dishes. I need to go do this laundry.
Why not do the dishes while the family's there? Move
That's
it.
what
Keep
she
it
says.
going.
Okay,
Great.
she said that, but then she says...
Yeah, she's afraid that they're judging her or whatever.
Yes.
But they're not. They keep coming over, right?
Well,
So-
they're judging her for being distant.
Oh, yeah, because she's trying to withdraw a little bit to give them the hint that she doesn't want them there.
Yeah. So maybe she like ducks out to her room for some time, you know, and they're all in the family room laughing, joking, whatever, and she's just like, I had a long day. I need some space.
Yeah, so my dad used to just like show up random hours, and you would hear the garage door open and be like, "What the hell is
Who the
happening?"
hell's coming?
My dad.
Yep.
So my dad stopped at my sister's house all the way out. So we live in West Springfield in Hamden, Hamden, Mass. My sister and her girlfriend were getting it on, and my dad walks into their house.
Oh my god, that's awful.
No, like hello, nothing. My sister's like, "I'm 40 years old. I shouldn't have to be dealing with this."
My dad pop in.
Right.
That's
So maybe Angela should do that. That would scare
lock
him
that
away.
door, change the keys.
Oh,
How do you change? Like, there's feelings are gonna get hurt. If she wants to have any kind of space, she's gonna have to hurt some feelings.
Yeah. Sometimes those people, though, and I'm thinking in regards to what my dad, like, I would be like straight up, you can't just come over whenever you want. I would just say it. He wouldn't be offended.
I was gonna say, how did he receive that?
I've never, I think he learned his lesson with my sister.
So
For
it's
the rest of
different
us.
at that point. At that point, you got like you can. It's like reassuring evidence, you know. Like,
It is. But
You're
I think
like, hey, buddy, let's not do this again.
I think it's okay to be blunt with some people. I think she can say, you guys, I'm super busy with home and this and that. You got to let me know before, and I'll respond if it's okay.
Yes. So she's got to send boundaries.
Yeah.
All right, now we got like kind of a rapid fire. We got a bunch of people that just kind of. This one, I really feel like hits me sometimes. This is Trevor from Chicopee. He says his girl says I'm fine when she clearly isn't. Does he chase or wait?
I think give space. Give space.
So every time she says I'm fine, you say goodbye. See you later. I'll see you when you want to come back to me. What? That's really.
I think asking once or twice is plenty. If somebody's not going to open up on their own will, I think it's going to be a little bit hostile. I would almost err on the side of this person is preserving.
So leave
that.
it. So just leave it. Leave it.
Yeah, revisit it.
Trevor,
you can ask
and
in a couple
then-
more hours.
Yeah, if you want, you can check back in.
Right. Or text the next morning and just say, I know you didn't want to chat about it at the time, but otherwise it's just going to open up that. Seems like someone's emotionally tapped out and maybe they need the break for a minute.
Ooh, I got a next one. Yeah, so Trevor, we're just going to hang out on that one. Leave it alone for now. Maybe revisit it a little later. Ooh, next we have Chris from Springfield. He says his partner overshares their problems at work, gym, sometimes online. It says his arguments become public knowledge. Oh my gosh.
That's so
How does he
rude.
fix that?
Man, that is so rude.
Right?
I think you got to call your partner out. I think that's something
Wait.
that needs.
Do you think that's a problem that he's venting or she's
Yes.
venting to everyone, or should she have an ability to vent? Where is the line?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think the line is not in public. And I think if they have that one go-to friend they need perspective on something for, then they can go there. I always say keep it out of the family because there's too many attachments and you can't retract things from your family. If you tell some person at the gym that you're never going to see again, okay, at least they're not attached to the issue like your family. But I think there needs to be a communication of how many people and who are the right people.
Well, people online definitely aren't the right people because they don't even know. So that would bother me if you went into like a community group.
I see it all the time on
Oh,
Facebook.
I do too. It's like these people are lonely people. They just crave that weird attention.
They do.
Like it's so false.
And people like to give
How
it.
do you feel like you're valued when it's like these people are just keyboard warriors? They just sit there all day and
Yeah.
It's like they're not out in the real world.
No. Maybe there's a specific forum that they could join that's more private than the community forums
Yeah,
or their
so
own
not
page.
local, like
Yeah.
relationship
At a
help
safer
or
space.
something. But then she's also going to her work colleagues and she's going to the gym. Now that one I feel like is normal. You're going to talk to people that you see on a regular, like if she's going to work every day, she's going to see the same people. Now that story builds, that rapport, you know what happened 4 months ago. You know what happened 2 months ago. You know what happened 2 weeks ago. Now the gym.
Well, what is this person seeking? Advice? Are they trying to are they ruminating too much?
I think they're looking for pity.
Yeah.
Like a pity party.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look at all this trouble I'm dealing with.
And how much pity collection does one need before they move forward?
Because it doesn't sound like they're taking anyone's advice.
Yeah. And with that said, I think they
Because
a
the
little
problems are still
self-reflection.
coming.
A little self-reflection.
So what should Chris do? How does he fix this behavior with his wife?
I think he's got to figure out how to minimize. I don't think it's going away.
So it's a personality trait.
It is. But
That
it's his
gonna-
right
so
to,
he
to
should leave
minimize
Leave it alone.
some element of it.
Yeah, because he can't fix it. You
No,
may
he
you
can't.
may burn some stuff down,
Stop messing up, dude.
but like it could be that nagging stuff. Like, oh, I told Chris to take out the trash, and now it's 5 o'clock and he hasn't. Blah blah blah. I'm a strong, independent woman. Look at me put out the trash. Like, that false stuff. That's like
You're
okay,
getting to
girl.
something.
Okay, lady.
So I do feel like if I were to go to my female friends,
Mm-hmm.
they like to like husband bash.
Ah, it's so common these
But
days.
if I go to one of my male friends, they'll be like, leave the guy alone, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, you're right. That's right. You just, it's perspective. versus just bashing.
There is too much bashing over like trying to find a way to resolve. Like she shouldn't be going straight to the internet or the gym or work even, especially if she's venting to the guys. Do you think she's got like a work husband she goes and vents her real husband's problems to? I'd be disrespected.
Yeah,
I would
it's
feel
kind of
like
crossing the line.
Yeah, at that point you gotta talk to me.
Unless it's like
unless this is like, oh, he's not. Wait, what?
So I have a male friend, but he's 70 years old that I will talk to about whatever I feel like involving my spouse or my dad or whatever. To me, it's different though, because you're right. I think it's really
but
a
you
red
wouldn't
flag.
classify him as a work husband.
No, but what you're getting
He's
at
like
is
a work grandpa.
is a peer that's the same age. He's a grandpa. He is.
You know, that's
he's
different.
old
I want my old grandpa's opinion too.
Well, yeah, because they have life experience. But what you said, you basically were insinuating that it's inappropriate to go to somebody of the opposite sex and complain about your spouse. It kind of is, because it's a red flag. Yeah.
Yeah. Once in a while, it's okay because you want to get perspective, and that's okay because maybe you do need someone else's opinion. Like we were talking about with Nate earlier with his friends. He's going to his friend group to see if that's his issue or it's the person's issue. So it's okay, I would say, to get perspective, but just don't rely on them.
Yeah.
Like always complain about the same things. Like,
yeah, it's too much ruminating. One person, two people, fine. That's it. Cut it off. Don't post on social media.
no, that's the worst.
I'm going to tell you what I tell my kids. You can't retract it. It's seen.
Nope, it is out there. Well, not forever though, because where's MySpace? Where's your MySpace account?
Oh, my goodness.
I bet it's deep seated on some server somewhere.
Well, it's coming out now.
Oh gosh, this
the
one.
Epstein stuff. You see, there's people that were commenting 5 years ago about eating pizza, and Christy Teigen. They've got like 700 text messages or Twitter messages of hers that they're finding super questionable now with the Epstein stuff. It's never gone.
No,
It's never scrubbed.
you're right. It's there somewhere. They just gotta look hard enough. Ooh, here's a good one from Wednesday. Oh, I love her name. Wednesday. She must have like, oh gosh,
Spooky
she's from
vibes?
Feeding Hills, and her friends copy her entire personality. If she starts a hobby, suddenly they're into it. If she changes her haircut, they copy it. If she mentions a band, now it's their favorite band. It was flattering, but now she's like, okay, get your own lane, guys. It's creepy. Yeah, because Wednesday's got style. Because if you're a Wednesday, you must be a little interesting. We'll say.
Yeah, introverted and
Yeah.
sarcastic.
You're gonna have that edge. So I get you should be definitely flattered that you are setting trends.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with my children a lot because they're younger, and I feel like this is a very younger.
Yeah,
we all experience this as
Wednesday's got to
younger.
be under 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is annoying though.
Wednesdays probably comes here to HCC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
Thank you, Wednesday.
you're right. Like you said, it's flattering. I think it is flattering, but don't you surround yourself with people that are uniquely different so that you can learn from them?
No. I actually
seek the
am like,
similar?
I think I am always driven to the people that are most like me.
Really?
Yeah, because it's less conflict. I'm not looking for conflict. I'm looking for support. The people that are like you understand you and they support your points of view. If you're always clashing, like Nate with his best friend always being in competition, like that's going to wear you down. Or like your wife nagging about that
True.
that candy bar or coffee.
Don't you think opposites attract in so many ways?
100% they attract, but they don't last.
But like I was gonna say, what if I started dressing like you? But I
You
think
do
that's
just
already
like,
happened.
We match all the time.
Guys, I walked into the gym today and I had on green camouflage pants I got at Victoria's Secret, probably like circa 2020, and a chartreuse.
Mine are also that old, I would say.
Did you get them at Victoria's Secret too?
No, obviously.
With the
not.
booty scrunch? No.
No.
So, and my shirt was chartreuse, which is like the neon green, and you're not going to believe what
construction
Eugene had
yellow.
on. Tell them what you had
It's
on.
called construction. Oh, I had my construction yellow shirt, which is beautifully bright green to match Mel's shirt, and I also had old ass camouflage sweatpants too
died.
with our white sneakers. So that was like, and then we actually were reversed where her tank top was green and her outer shirt was white, where my tank top was white and my outer shirt was green.
I still died.
So yes, and that happens. It's amazing. See, I think that's because you end up being in these community groups where you get on the same wavelengths with the people that support you or agree with your, your outcomes or your look or whatever you want to be. Your vibe, I call it generally.
Yeah.
The people you vibe with the best. And it's interesting to see, like, we vibe really good, and now, like, some things just sort themselves into, like, having things in common.
I think that
Do you think that's
the
like,
case with...
the galaxy working with like-minded people?
Oh, I think there's so much to be said for that in so many ways. Like crossing paths with people at certain times.
Is it fate?
I think there's fate, and I also believe that the world will serve you something again and again until you've learned from it. If there's some, poor decision-making happening.
You're thinking there's reincarnation.
Oh, like a rebirth energy?
Well, that's what you're saying. You're thinking you got to try these events over and over until you learn, right?
Yeah, but not necessarily through a new, like a reincarnation.
New body?
Yeah, but I think like if...
Soul? Same soul?
Yeah.
New body?
Yeah.
Kind of deal?
I guess in a sense, that's a different way of thinking about it. I never thought of it that way.
Like you that soul that's why you can remember things in your dream that feel so real, but you've never had them, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, I had a really wild one last night.
Oh, yeah? You remember your dreams still?
Not all the time, but this one I did, and it was way too close to real. But I do think that have you ever woken up in a bad mood?
Yeah, it happens once in a while.
I think it's because of the dream that you have had.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that one through. Even if you can't remember the dream, that feeling is still within you. Think that one through. I'm for real.
Oh, I hear it.
Right? Like nobody talks about that. Sometimes you can wake up in a bad mood but not know why. Come on, there's always a reason why.
Yeah, because for me to wake up in a bad mood would be rare. Like I'm ready to go.
I almost always am, but sometimes I'll have like a sad undertone and I'm like, why?
And then I just feel like it's low energy. It's a low energy issue. It's not really a mental issue as much these days. Because I do the healthy habits, though. I eat right. I'm trying to go to the gym on a regular basis. And I have people I communicate with and vent to and stuff. So
winter is tough, too.
Winter is awful.
I mean, do you get up, and there's this huge thing about circadian rhythm and looking at the morning sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about this?
That you should do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you do it?
Sometimes I open the door and I'll look at the sunrise. It depends on not
that.
this time of year. Not as much this time
More
of year.
important than ever now.
You're probably right. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
It's just cold. I don't want to open the door. Because the way
cold.
it comes up is like... So I live over by Elms College, and the sun literally comes up between two buildings and goes right... It's a beautiful picture. I'll send it to you. But the way the sun comes up and hits the buildings and you can see it far, and it's like, oh, okay, this is nice. It's really nice to wake up to in the mornings.
Yeah, so... They say that viewing the sun coming up because it emits a lot of red light, the red spectrum, which makes sense because you see the reds and stuff. But if you don't have the ability to do that for whatever reason, people are using red light therapy. So I have a panel that I look at in the morning and I sit in front of. And, it's supposed to help with your skin health too because your vessels are open and yada, yada, yada. But it's supposed to help your circadian rhythm, and you could do sunset too.
I definitely don't know where the sun sets visually by my house. I don't see it. Must be behind a building. Behind one of those big elms buildings.
Yeah, you have to take a walk.
And the moon comes up at weird times now. That's always fun. We're not going to talk about that today.
It's getting less though.
Too many super moons. That's weird.
It is weird.
All right, I think this is going to be the last one for us today, Mel.
All right.
Are you ready for Sean in Chicopee? He says, ooh, his coworker smells terrible. His coworker smells bad, so bad that people avoid sitting near them. HR hasn't done a thing. They work in a small space, so it's affecting everyone, but no one wants to say anything.
That is so awful.
That's the worst. I smell bad today.
That's all right.
Elms College, if you come, or not Elms, HCC, if you come to HCC, you're gonna sweat because the heat is cranking in these buildings.
Yeah. But you know what? I think we've all experienced stinky people at work. There's always somebody at the gym. There used to be this guy at the gym that would take copious amounts of garlic pills.
I get that.
Come on,
and
man.
Onions too. People eat the raw onions.
Like, why do you want to smell like a constant armpit?
So, like your breath, you can't even like talk to anyone without it smelling onions. I did that for a little bit.
Wait, we should go back to the person who wrote in that they don't want to talk to their neighbor. That could be a really good idea as to keeping people away.
Onions. Onion breath.
Yeah, load yourself up. Yeah, that's a tough one. So HR doesn't want to touch it. What the heck are you going to do if HR doesn't want to touch it?
Right? You can't touch it. You're going to be the
No.
one at HR.
Right.
You'll be losing that promotion or maybe even the job.
And do you go to HR before you go to that person's direct
Ooh,
boss?
do you just go to HR and not even touch the person, right? Oh, wait, but they're not doing anything because obviously they did go to HR.
All right.
They've already gone to HR.
All right, I got it. I have
What?
an answer.
What?
Someone's going to have to leave a anonymous letter on this person's desk letting
Yep.
them know.
Ooh.
They
Like
might not
Unabomber
change.
style. You got to cut up the letters.
Yes.
Get serious
Yes.
with this.
Morse code.
Oh god, no one's gonna find it. You gotta have a creepy letter. What would you write? Shower, please. No, what do you say?
Look, I'm such a health nut that if you smell because of your BO,
You're not eating right.
you're not eating right. It's your insides telling
Stop
you
eating
something.
McDonald's.
Stop eating roadkill, bro.
Stop with these
It's the same.
fast food.
Right.
I haven't eaten fast food in I can't remember. It's
So-
been so long.
Yeah, I think someone needs to just drop a little note.
So that's an easy fix. A little note.
Don't you think?
Okay, if you got the note, would you take it serious or would you think someone's fucking with you?
I would definitely.
You would take it serious. You gotta
Yeah.
take it serious. Yeah.
So at one point, I used to eat homemade salsa, and my sister was like, "You stink."
Homemade salsa sounds delicious though.
And
Like I want some homemade salsa.
But my sister was like, "You stink," and I'm like, and I almost died. I go, "No way! How many people have thought I stunk but never had the cojones to tell me?"
What do you think why would homemade salsa make you sing?
Onions and garlic. Onions and garlic.
Too much.
Oh yeah.
Too much.
But I was shocked, and I was like, "Oh man, this can't happen." Okay, all right. Like I took it as I need to fix. Don't be offended by it. Don't be offended by it because ultimately, look at it as somebody's trying to help your health.
Yep. So Sean, get the scissors out in the magazines and get that Unabomber style letter over, and hope that works. And just keep hammering them every week. I would say keep going with that approach. Maybe send that same style to HR. Be like, Rob is smelly. No, sorry, Rob. Victor is smelly, and then just keep hitting it with the letters. Yes, anonymous letters that are Unabomber style. I
Right.
love that.
Don't ask for Bitcoin.
No, that's the best. Oh my god, I think that was the best advice we've had today.
Yeah, we finally nailed it.
Go figure. It's on the last one.
Right.
We're there. Yay!
It's a
Here,
long
we'll do
one.
one last PSA for. Ooh, you guys, you got to reach out to the bee club. We want to protect the bees. We want to help the garden bring food into our communities, and don't forget about the Thrive Center. Ben, he can help you out with so many things, and that's it for us today. We're been Fix It or Leave It with Eugene featuring Mel. Remember, not everything broken needs saving, and not everything's worth saving. Is easy to fix, but take care of what you can and walk away from what you can't. And we'll see you next time when we open the toolbox again. You ready, Mel? We can say goodbye?
All right, nighty night.
Bye, everybody.